What is going on, everybody? Been a diehard Pistons fan since 2003 and starting to get very optimistic about this Pistons team. The Detroit Pistons have an incredibly important game tonight against one of the best teams in the NBA, the Oklahoma City Thunder. In this video, we are going to go through, highlight three key things that I will be looking to observe tonight. We'll talk about what I think the ticket to winning this game will be, and just kind of some general preview stuff and kind of talk about what the impact of a win or a loss here would be. So, to hop right into it, the first thing that I am going to be watching for tonight, at the top of the list, highlighted in bold, is going to be the Ausar and SGA matchup. You guys remember back to last year, Ausar was a rookie and he did an incredible job of doing his best guarding SGA. Shai, of course, is en route to an MVP, one of the top players in the league. But last year, when he came up against Ausar, while being guarded by Ausar, he was 2 of 8 from the floor. Ausar blocked him twice, forced 2 turnovers, forced a jump ball. So it's safe to say that Ausar is definitely one of the best players in the league already at guarding SGA. We don't have a huge sample size of that, but it makes sense because Ausar is built in a lab to guard top tier players like SGA, and I'm not expecting him to fully shut him down. There's not a man on this planet that can shut down and shut out SGA, but what will be important tonight is Ausar containing SGA and potentially making it harder on him than what he normally sees on a night-to-night basis. The Oklahoma City are, of course, without Jalen Williams and without Chet tonight, pretty firmly their second and third best player. So I think a lot of the load will be shifted onto Shai tonight. And I think that if Ausar is able to do Ausar things, stay out of foul trouble, and play the better half of the game guarding SGA, I think it will put us in a better position than a lot of people are expecting. So, moving on, the next thing I'm going to be watching for is going to be, can Cade match SGA's production? Of course, as we mentioned, Shai is having an unbelievable year, probably going to win MVP, but we've got a guy on our team who could potentially go bucket for bucket with him when necessary. Cade has been scoring a lot recently. He hasn't had less than 27 points over the last 5 games, most of those games well in the 30s. So really hoping that Cade can continue that path tonight because I think we are going to need every basket that Cade can provide. The Thunder are, of course, one of the best defensive teams in the league, if not the best defensive team in the league. So I think that it's going to be really important for Cade to have an efficient night and be able to get us some buckets in tough spots because there's not going to be long periods of this game where baskets are coming easy. So we're going to need Cade to do Cade things, get us buckets when everything looks like it's kind of falling apart. And I think he's going to be able to do that because he has been doing a lot of that recently. And also, I think that it will help not having Chet, not having J-Dub. I know that Thunder are very deep, but that does kind of hurt their defense in a way, not at full strength. Chet, of course, being a great rim protector, opened things up in the lane a little bit. I think that there is potential for Cade to at least go bucket for bucket with SGA and match his production, if not outscore him. So I think that if we're able to see that happen, it'll put us in a much better shot of winning this game. So, moving on, the third thing I'm going to be looking to observe is, can Jalen Duren make a statement tonight? The Oklahoma City Thunder, without Chet Holmgren, are pretty small. Earlier in this year, when they were without Chet and Isaiah Hartenstein, they were running Jalen Williams at center, who's only 6'6", and a few other players who are definitely not prototypical centers and doing a lot of small ball. And I think that there is a real world where Jalen Duren can feast on lineups like that. Of course, despite Chet not playing tonight, Isaiah Hartenstein will be playing, who is a very quality center and I think can probably bang with Jalen Duren in the paint. But Isaiah Hartenstein cannot play 48 minutes, and I don't have a whole lot of faith in their other backup bigs like the other Jalen Williams and whoever else they plan on trotting out there. And I think that Jalen Duren can help expose those gaps in the team that they have when Chet is not playing. It's actually really nice, not that I would ever cheer for injuries, that Chet or Jalen Williams is not playing, because I think that that is going to give us a realistic path to certain openings in this game, like the one I just stated, which is Jalen Williams and Chet being out, leading to Jalen Duren having a really big game. I think that in those minutes where Isaiah Hartenstein is not in the game, whether it be even Beef Stew or Jalen Duren, I think that we can really kind of dictate the pace of the game in that regard. So that will be something on the top of the list that I'll be looking for. Now to talk about what I think the ticket to winning the game is going to be. It's kind of tough because normally I can say there's a silver bullet, and if I had to pick one tonight, it's going to be the offense clicking. Because the Thunder, even without those two guys, are still a premier defensive team, but we're going to have to hit our shots to win. There is probably not a real world where we can shoot, say, 25% from the three-point line and still win this game, because the Oklahoma City Thunder just do such a good job of not allowing teams to get too many easy buckets. We've had games earlier this year and throughout this year where we've had 80 points in the paint. That's not going to happen tonight, even with the injuries on the Oklahoma City side. So we're going to need to knock down our shots. We're going to need Malik Beasley to get his 4 threes at least. We're going to need Tim Hardaway Jr. to knock down a couple, etc., because we're going to need to find ways to score that will hopefully get us to 110 points, because as of right now, the Oklahoma City Thunder hold teams to like 106. So definitely going to need to find a way to get buckets, and of course, in today's NBA, shooting the 3-ball is going to be crucial there. And of course, this is the Oklahoma City Thunder, so as great as it would be to have a silver bullet, that's going to be key, but we're also going to need to execute on everything else that I've already spoke on in this video, like Ausar playing his top-tier defense on SGA, Cade going bucket for bucket with him. It's going to be a tough game. But with the way things have gone recently, with the loss to the Washington Wizards, this would be a very, very crucial win. I know that many of us, myself included, kind of had that second game against Washington as a scheduled win. Of course, we were not able to win it. So being able to get a game back against one of the top teams in the league to make up for that would definitely provide a lot of positive energy going forward as we kind of push towards the playoffs here, and I think would make a real statement across the league in a similar way that we were able to do against the Boston Celtics a couple weeks ago. Getting wins against these top tier teams is always great for the narrative nationally, so I think that if we're able to win tonight and kind of make up for that Washington loss, go a long way. But overall, super excited for this game. Real quick, not going to address this for very long, or probably too many times on this channel, but a few people have asked why I haven't been uploading. Life's been a little rocky lately, but that's pretty much all I've got to say about that. I will continue to try and upload as many YouTube videos as I possibly can, but of course, this is not the #1 priority in life, so videos will come as the videos come. So appreciate y'all watching. Let me know what you guys think, and we'll catch up soon.